Alright, so to start off making our bows, you just need to grab a scrap piece of fabric. I prefer to use cotton. You can use lots of different materials for different style of bows, but especially these ones, I really recommend a cotton material. So I'm going to cut my bow 6 inches by 7 inches here. Now that I have my rectangle ready to go, we are just going to fold it to make our bow. So we're going to fold it in thirds, or not exactly thirds, but fold each side in towards the middle to cover. And then here I'm just kind of using my cutting board as my ruler to help guide me as I flip in now hamburger style back into the middle. Now here you can just do a small accordion fold 3 times and that'll give you your bow shape. If you are a fan of hot glue, you can just put a little bit of dab of hot glue between each little fold on the front and back and just kind of hold it together to hold your bow. I do not have great success with hot glue. In my experience, all it takes is a small tug and it will pull apart. So instead of using hot glue, I am just going to be sewing straight down the middle here to hold everything together. Now that I have that sewed and ready to go, I'm just going to look at my ruler here and decide how big of a strip I want that middle one to be. So I decided on about 1/2 inch, so I'm going to cut 1.5 inches. I want at least 3 times the width there, and then I'm going to cut about 4 inches up. I like to give myself some extra room here, so I'm just going to cut a small strip. Fold in the raw edges so they can't be seen. Take it over to an iron. At this time you really are going to want to press that so it looks nice and neat as you are doing the last step. Alright, make sure you have everything together. I'm using a nylon headband for our bow, and here I've got everything ready to go. So just like we did before, we're just going to fold in, do a little accordion fold. You don't want the kind of ugly side to be showing, so make sure that gets folded inwards. And then once you're happy with it, which I'm not on my first time, so I'm going to do it one more time. There, that looks a lot better. And now that I'm happy with the way that bow looks, I'm going to take my little strip, hold it down with my fingers, and since my material is super thin, I'm going to go around this twice. Now, I don't do this with every single material, it kind of just depends on which one I have, but here I've wrapped around twice, and now as I'm just kind of adjusting it, I'm going to flip it to the back, and now I'm going to take my nylon band and tuck it in and hold it tight, and now I can kind of measure how much I need to cut off. So it looks like just short of 1 inch I can chop off here. And of course I don't want the raw edge showing, so I'm just going to fold that and tuck it behind the nylon. push it up against the back of the bow. Now all we have left to do is just sew it closed. And there we are. Now everything is sewed tight and secure. No matter how much your baby pulls at it, it is not going to come off or come loose.